11 Questions with Greg Bedard is brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. Do you know your testosterone levels? Low T may be the reason you're feeling off. At Game Day, you receive complimentary labs and consult because every man should know his levels. Search Game Day Men's Health to find the location nearest you. Jimmy, what are our buzzer options today, please?
A lot of Mazz this week. Sorry, Tony.
Good. Oh. It's obnoxious.
Colossal mistake.
Thank you.
Yeah. Snap it, throw it, shred the Houston D.
That's Mazz after a couple playing the ticket weasel.
Give me booty.
It's self-explanatory.
They just shoved it down your throat, and you had nothing. You could do nothing but swallow it.
There you go. Well said. It's so good, I'm going to ram it right down your throat today like 6 times. Strong.
Last one.
Just stop. Just shush for a second.
I see you were.
I'm trying to get through this. Number 11, hit it. They have just announced the Super Bowl site for Super Bowl 62. Okay, in case you were wondering, we're on Super Bowl 59, which is
LIX. Yeah, right.
Which is LIX.
Yeah, Super Bowl licks.
Okay, the next 3 are New Orleans, San Francisco, LA, and added today, Atlanta. Our thoughts. Boo, horrible, boo, horrible, boo. Your thoughts, Greg?
I hate Atlanta as a Super Bowl site. It's trash.
I didn't mind it. It was better than I thought. Yeah. To me, I'm okay with Atlanta.
2018, we had a good time. I'm okay with it. San
me
Francisco
too.
can F off, though, next year.
I'm with Murray.
Sure.
San Francisco sucks.
No. I'm going to have a good time wherever we go. I'm not worried about me. I'm just telling you the city blows. No use for Atlanta.
Okay, well.
New Orleans, great. San Francisco's fine except where they have us.
No.
L.A.,
It's a good time, but no one cared.
No. I mean, good L.A. Atlanta, please. Why Atlanta again? What are we doing? All right, hit it. Number 10.
Give me booty.
Or give me. Last year, through 6 games, with Zach Wilson at quarterback, the New York Jets were 3-3 and had scored 113 points. This year, with Aaron Rodgers, they are 2-4 and have scored 113 points. Your thoughts?
How are people Jets fans? I don't know how they do it. Just when you think they can't get any more Jet, like they had this crap bag season. Like, just give up. Go do something else. Find another team.
I mean, going by the numbers, Aaron Rodgers less than Zach Wilson.
They're the Jets. They're losers no matter what they do. It'll never change no matter who they draft, who they bring in, who is the coach. Losers my whole life, losers forever.
Story is not the Jets. The story is Aaron Rodgers and how people just stupidly put him on the category or on the level of a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning or one of these quarterbacks that go to another team, change the culture, and immediately start winning. He's not that guy.
You called it, Felger.
Never has been, never will be. And that's that. Next.
Colossal mistake.
Number 9, will Davante Adams make a difference there?
Hell no.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
I actually think he will. Because I think he's going to be someone that Rodgers has chemistry with. And on third downs and in big situations, they're going to be on the same page. Yes, he'll make a difference.
Can he play run defense as well? Kick field goals and extra points?
Or run the ball?
Yeah, no. They're going to finish 8-9, but they'll have, star power. Neat. No.
They're going to have more splash plays, too. They're going to have fun.
The last 3 games, Aaron Rodgers has had the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter with a chance to tie or go ahead multiple times. Not just one possession, but like many. And he's failed in all 3 games, as he typically does in his career, because he is the most overrated fourth quarter quarterback in the history of the sport. Only one who's in the same neighborhood as him is Brett Favre. They both suck in the fourth quarter in general.
That throw at the end of last night's game was pathetic.
Only chance Aaron Rodgers has is if it's a Hail Mary. That's the only time I think it might happen, when he goes back to throw in those sort of spots, and not that that's that sort of spot. Either way, Davante Adams at the end of the day will not make a difference. Win-loss. Maybe more fantasy plays, more, highlights and all this. You'll have more fun, but it's not going to lead to any more wins. Next. It's so good, I'm going to ram it right down your throat today like 6 times. Whether it was a realistic possibility or not, Bill Belichick seemingly nixed any chance of him going to the Jets last night, taking a shot at owner Woody Johnson on ESPN. Do you happen to have it, Jimmy?
barely won over 30% in the last 10 years. So, the owner being the owner, just ready, fire, aim.
Okay, so he was talking about Robert Saleh, supporting Robert Saleh. He says, well, that's what that is over there with the Jets. They win 30% of the time, and the owner being the owner, that's what you get. So that's just a way to get into the question. Give me your current power rankings for Bill Belichick landing spots.
Jaguars, to me, are the leaders in the clubhouse, followed by the Eagles, Cowboys, and I'm going to put Raiders in there because I don't know if Antonio Pierce is going to last.
I like that.
I'm throwing a wild card in here. Philly, Jacksonville, Miami.
I'll give you 5. Jacksonville, Philly, Dallas, just like Greg. 4, Buffalo. 5, New Orleans. I think Dennis Allen's going to be out pretty soon.
I don't know if the owner will. I agree, but I don't know if the owner is going to reach into the pocket for Bill, like Bill's going to want. So it's still the same for me. Philly, Jags. I don't even have a third one. I think it's Philly or the Jags. Next.
Snap it, throw it, shred the Houston D.
Thoughts on Jerry Jones saying he's not considering a coaching change after Dallas was blown out at home on Sunday versus Detroit?
This is what they do. This is why you get 9 years of Jason Garrett and 3 years of Dave Campo. And Jerry does not, he's stubborn. He doesn't like to be wrong, so he just keeps going and going and going.
That's right.
He's not only stubborn, he also leaves the coach there to take all the bullets while he can hide behind him. So as long as McCarthy's there, people continue to blame McCarthy. They won't blame the roster. That team has 2 horrible lines. They can't block and they can't play the run. They're screwed. They're in big trouble.
I will readily admit I am stubborn like a mule. Hung like one too, ladies. But that's a dead team. Did you what? They're dead. I know they got a lot of injuries. They're like not trying. And CeeDee Lamb, watch the body language. He hates Dak Prescott. They need a coaching change now.
It's like every game there's something between those two. Absolutely. But I do not think that Bill is a consideration there either for the reasons you said on Jerry Jones. Next.
They just shoved it down your throat. And you had nothing. You could do nothing but swallow it.
Who will be the next coach fired across the league?
Doug Peterson. If he loses to the Patriots this weekend, he's gone.
Doug Peterson.
Sleeper, though, Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland, and Dennis Allen, New Orleans.
Good. Stefanski's a good one. Someone's got to take the fall for the owner signing Deshaun Watson. Next. Just stop. Just shush for a second.
I see you were.
I'm trying to get through this. Authentic Felger Mazz bickering right there. Bigger Toolbag move. Here's a Toolbag question. Nick Sirianni going after Eagles fans on the sidelines on Sunday, or Jerry Jones threatening a Dallas radio host during his weekly spot this morning saying, this is not your job. I'll get somebody else to ask these questions. I'm not kidding. Do you have it, Jimmy, actually?
This is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask
why.
why.
Job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
That is some nervous laughter. I will find someone else to throw softball questions at me, you son of a bitch.
Bigger Toolbag move, Sirianni or Jerry Jones doing that?
It's definitely Sirianni talking trash to Eagles fans after a crapbag win and then bringing his kids to the post-game press conference. What a freaking Toolbag.
See, I think it's Jerry Jones.
How dare you?
Sirianni is just bitching at the crowd, going back and forth. At the end of the day, it's harmless. This guy's threatened someone's livelihood.
No, I'm with Greg on this. It's Sirianni because you forgot the other thing. He shaved his head. And believe me, I know. You shave your head for 3 reasons as life as a man. You're going bald like I am, and you go all in. 2, you've joined the military. Or 3, you've lost your mind and you're unhinged. So he shows up with a shaved head, screams like after a terrible win to that crowd, and then, like Greg said, brings his kids as a shield in the post-game press conference. He's lost his mind. He should be fired too.
Jerry Jones, clearly the bigger Toolbag, threatening someone's livelihood. Maybe
I will find myself another Felger is what I will do.
I mean, maybe the guy's got a family. Again, he is just a working stiff. I mean, I'm not saying like he's in a coal mine or something.
No,
but
I'm with you.
The guy's he is doing his job. He wasn't really going over the line with Jerry, and all of a sudden he threatens him with his job. And the quote goes on. He mentions about the rights. Like, we got to talk about the rights deal. Like, you get no bigger Toolbag move than that.
That's a dick move.
And Sirianni barking at the Philly fans. didn't bother me half as much as him bringing the kids to the podium afterwards.
That was horrendous.
Like, that is...
Gerard, don't do that.
Cowardly.
That is so cowardly. I mean, it's annoying. A lot of these guys bring the kids, but it's one thing if you've just won or something. But if you've lost or you know you're about to get some hard questioning, and then you bring your kid, like, you a-hole. Like, that to me is a garbage move. Anyway, next.
Give me booty.
In a podcast last week, Robert Kraft admitted two things that we all knew to be true but were never on the record. Now they are. One, he promised Brady he would be free to leave if he wanted to at the end of his contract and that he wouldn't franchise him. And two, that he actually fired Bill Belichick. It was not a mutual parting of the ways. How do you feel about these admissions?
I don't care about the Brady one. I think he said that before, but I could be mistaken. But I fired Bill Belichick? Like, what was that, like 6 months ago where you went through the pomp and circumstance? I mean, give it a little air, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I look at them both and say, well, nice on Brady to tell us X number of years later. What? Because now it's all over and you don't really have to take the heat for it. And the Belichick thing, to me, obviously, as Greg said, more recent. But I sort of throw them in the same pile, like too little, too late.
Getting more needy by the day, and now he needs to look like the good guy. And, he still wants to look like the architect of all the success over 20-plus years. I think he's hurting his legacy. He should not go on these shows and keep his mouth shut.
More on this later. Hit it.
Colossal mistake.
Is anyone starting to rethink their feelings on Caleb Williams?
No, I had him number one in this class, and I'm going to ride it out.
No, because I still think the question with him is going to come when he faces adversity. We knew he had ability, and he beat Jacksonville last week. Like, what, we're going to throw him a parade for that?
He's looked pretty good these last couple of weeks. And no, because I always thought he could be good. I just don't like his attitude and this whole, too cool for school attitude and the whole crying in mommy's arms things. I mean, I'm never going to get over that.
But I do feel when I watch them, I'm starting to rethink some things. He brings an energy. Like, have you seen him? Like, the way he carries himself and the energy he plays with. And it's mostly reacting to good plays or celebrating good plays. But I don't know. I feel that he's bringing a certain vibe to the game, a joy to the game that I wonder that you just don't see in Chicago very often from their quarterbacks, maybe ever. He plays with a flair, and he's got a personality, and he's sort of out there, and he's laying it out there. Again, and these are in good times, so I'm with you, Mazz. But he might be doing something there that I've almost never seen. I mean, historically, Chicago quarterbacks are kind of a-holes.
Yeah, and they're stiffs. No, this kid's got talent. I just question whether he's really got heart.
So like I said, because I'm fair, people, and I'm not just in my take bunker, you know how I feel about the suck, draft, play a young quarterback thing. There are some teams who are sucking, drafting, and playing young quarterbacks this year who I've got to start to rethink that if this is going the way that it's going. But that's only me because I'm fair. Next. We had another throwback last night, the Jets in their old AFL uniforms. Give me your throwback power rankings across the league so far this year. You can list as many as you like.
I do like the Jets, but I'm going with the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Titans, but that uniform should belong to Houston.
I went Denver, San Diego, Tennessee, because the Houston connection. To me, those Oilers, those powder blues, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Tampa Bay, I loved the creamsicles. And Atlanta.
Have they done it this year, or did I miss it?
No, not yet.
I don't think they've done it this year.
I love the creamsicles.
Okay, but they haven't done it this year.
Love them.
That wasn't the question. Go ahead.
Did you say this year?
This year.
I'm sorry I'm not up on the
I didn't see it this
worn
year in there.
throwbacks so far.
Okay, it was implied. Go ahead.
Atlanta, I like the red and the black.
Atlanta doesn't have throwbacks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
That
The Dirty Birds.
shouldn't count. Yeah, no.
Well, those Jets ones suck, by the way. 1 is Broncos, 2 is the Patriots, 3 Seahawks, 4 Atlanta, 5 Miami.
Miami's good, too.
Yeah,
I do like Miami's. 1 Denver, 2 Seattle, 3 Jets. That Jets uniform last night's classic. Absolute classic.
I love the Orange Crush Denver ones. Those are
Yes.
awesome.
Next.
Nice.
Just stop. Just shush for a second.
I see you.
I'm trying to get through this. Greg, there were 22 flags thrown last night on Monday Night Football. Your thoughts. Murray, hold yours.
I didn't see much of the game, but I mean, it's just a joke. I mean, there are too many, big plays, game-swinging play, and these refs are just in the middle of it all the time. Can we just watch football, please?
I've come back to my theory that they're starting to throw these more because they're trying to help the offenses out. I don't have any stats to prove that, but that's what it feels like, and I feel like scoring has gone up in the last couple of weeks.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.